We had gone to Uttarakhand in the Garhwal region in the year 2019, and today show you the portion of the video where we visit the Tunganath temple in Tunganath, the highest Shiva temple in the world. This is Chopta, and we were there, we stayed the night before at Chopta valley in tents. There are not many good hotels in Chopta. It's a very scenic landscape, but since we went in the month of August, it was a rainy season, and most of the beautiful views were obstructed by clouds, and it took around 10 minutes for us to reach the Tunganath trek entry point from our camps in the Chopta valley, around a 10-minute drive. And this is how the trek starts. It's a 3.5 kilometers uphill trek, but since Mooney was with us, we opted to take mules for the way upwards, because it's pretty steep climb, and we started the trek around after breakfast. So we set our journey from the camps at around 8:40, 8:50, and at around 9 a.m. in the morning we started the trek. So these mules, initially we did not get the mules, but after walking around half a kilometer upwards, we got these mules, and they charge around 800 rupees per head, and we hired 4 mules. So the route is narrow, but it's not as rocky and dangerous as say many other trek routes. The route is pretty nice, and most of the route is also grilled, so if you have a phobia of riding mules, it might scare you, because it's not a very pleasant experience at all. So it was midway around 1.5 kilometers, and the mules 2 kilometers I think, and the mules were resting. If you want snacks or anything else, there are stalls. You can have a little bit of snacks and again set the journey. It took around an hour for us to reach the temple. And guys, if you're planning to visit Tunganath temple, and I would suggest don't stay at Chopta, because there are not many good hotels in Chopta. See, this is where the mules actually drop you. That is around again 600 meters before the temple. This is the point till where the mules actually go. Beyond this, the mules are not allowed. From here, you will have to walk all the way up to the temple. It was again rainy, and throughout our, and this was some strange nail I think, throughout our uphill journey, it was very cloudy and foggy, so we could not see around us whatever was there. I hope the view must be very beautiful. Before this, we had gone to Hemkund Sahib and Valley of Flowers, Kalpeshwar, and some other temples and places. And this is Mooney walking upwards slowly in the rain. It's pretty cold, but when you are walking, you sweat and you don't feel that cold anymore. This is around a 600 meters uphill journey by you have to walk up. You can see how foggy it is, and a dog always follows Mooney wherever she goes, be it Kalpeshwar or see, this dog is always following her, be it Kalpeshwar or Tunganath. There is always a dog behind her, guiding her all the way up and down. I don't know how. These are some local stalls, and you can see beautiful local people. And we have reached, finally we've reached the temple. This is the Tunganath temple, and it's still raining, but there are still some people around, and this is the place where we'll open all our shoes and keep our bags, the small cottage, and we'll open our shoes. This is the entry point of the temple, guys. I'm very sorry I have not taken any photographs of video inside the temple, because it was prohibited. This is Nandi, the Bahan or pet of Lord Shiva, And this is how you get inside the temple, and you can offer your prayers, and there are priests inside. They don't charge you anything, or they don't money or anything like that. They'll do a nice puja, and like typically in many parts of India, in temples, people charge a lot of money out of you and things. There is nothing like that at all. People are very good here, so you can go and offer your prayers. After praying to Lord Shiva, we came out and we sat on the rocks a little bit away from the temple, and you can see the beautiful valley from this place. You can see the Chopta Valley down there. That's the Chopta Valley, and clouds were flying, and the view was stunning, amazing. And fortunately, the fogs and clouds had just cleared for some time, and there was no rain. It was sunny for a little bit of time, and we could actually see the amazing beauty around us, which was terrific. You can see the clouds flying, like, and also she enjoyed a lot. People also go to Chandrashila from Tungnath, but see, you can see the clouds flying around us, and that's the Chopta Valley again. That was a place where we stayed the last night, at the Chopta Valley. If you want to stay somewhere, don't stay at Chopta, because there aren't any good hotels in Chopta. Only camps, and mostly they are mismanaged. So I would say rather go to Gupt Kashi or Gupt Kashi or Ukhimat. It's around 40-50 minutes drive from Ukhimat or Gupt Kashi to Chopta, to Tungnath as the trek starting point. So I think that's a better, because you'll get decent hotels there, decent food, decent hotels, more secured than these tents. So I would suggest, if you are planning a Tungnath trek and if you want to stay the last night somewhere near, stay at Gupt Kashi or Ukhimat, and not at in the Chopta Valley. See, this is another temple. There are many small temples around Tungnath where people offer their prayers. And this is again August end 2019. It was monsoon in India. We were resting, and this view was so good that it didn't feel like we should get up from here. And unfortunately, the rain started again, though in a very it was just drizzling, not heavy showers or anything, but it still started raining. You can see the wonderful clouds around, and since it was raining, I guess it was time for us to. We stayed there for around. We reached the temple at around 10:30, yeah, and that's the route you see behind. That is the route to go to Chandrashila, which is around again 1.5 kilometers upwards. The view is even more amazing from there. The sunrise especially is wonderful from Chandrashila. But since we had a kid with us and Mooney, so it was not very practical for us to walk all the way up, because there are no mules or anything. If you have to go to Chandrashila, you'll have to walk all the way up. See, the people are going. It's an uphill trek, and it was also raining, so I don't know how practical it would have been if you had gone to Chandrashila. And now when coming downwards, we planned walking, because that is what we had done for our previous treks also. We took a mule for going to Hemkund Sahib, and when coming back we came walking down. That's around 7.5 kilometers downhill and uphill climb. So this is the clouds were again vanishing and turning into a foggy atmosphere, and the vision was getting blurred. But downhill again, since the road is not very bad and uneven, it was pretty easy to. But also, I mean, wear normal, at least basic trekking shoes, and always have a raincoat if you're going there in the rainy season. This is the kind of season you should go. I know it's raining, but in winters they'll not allow you, because also till May or June, I think Tungnath Baba temple is closed, since it's covered in snow. And so see, you can see the route. It's pretty decent and nice. So walking down is a breeze, and it took around. We started climbing down at around 11:30, I think. 11:30, and it took around 2 hours and a few minutes for us to climb down 3.5 kilometers. We were walking very slow. You can see our pace of walking. We were walking very slowly, and it took around 2 years for us to come down. So it was around 2 p.m. in the afternoon when we started our journey to Ukhimat from Tungnath. See, you can see the route. It's the view again. It's mostly obstructed due to clouds, but it's still a very nice scenic view. And it's perfectly safe. There are wonderful people around. It's perfectly safe to go there with families and all. But again, if you're planning to stay at night, don't stay at Chopta. That would be my advice, because accommodations, even the best and maybe the most expensive ones, are not up to the mark. Not the food, not the atmosphere. And since it was a rainy season, most of the view is mostly obstructed. So I don't think this is the right time to go to Chopta for getting views. If you want to go to Chopta when it's completely snow, see, Moni is feeding the dogs. These are beautiful dogs. You see them, you find them in hotels also throughout Garhwal region, and they're very nice, very friendly dogs, and they're very helpful. These are local dogs, and they're all around, and they look beautiful, and they're very, very well tempered. This is Moni feeding them biscuits, and we took a lot of rest when we were, climbing down slowly. The road is narrow, but it's a very nice and clean road. There'll be no problem. But if you have problems walking down, again, see, going up with mule is scary, but climbing down on a mule is scarier. It can give you panic attacks. It's so weird. So I would never suggest that you should come down on a mule. So if you have that kind of a problem, I think you should have to resort to some other technique of going up or coming down. See, that was the pace of us walking very slowly, and it took around 2 hours and a few minutes for us to climb down. And I think around an kilometer was left. There was no signs of the clouds clearing. It was still drizzling, and the dog still follows Moni. We are almost there, about to reach the end of the trek, because you can also feel by the surroundings that there are bathrooms in the route, but they're not very clean. So if you are planning to clean up in the bathrooms, don't make that plan. If you're going with family, if you're going alone, it's perfectly fine. You can. Himanshu Bhaiya was very helpful all through. He was the guy who was touring us throughout the Garhwal region. When you walk a lot, even the temperatures were cold, we were feeling a little hot. Get basic raincoats and shoes and sunglasses, because the sun rays up there are very high in UV, and it can actually affect your eyes. So wear sunglasses, get basic raincoats and basic trekking shoes. If you have weak legs, get trekking sticks. They are very cheap, they are not expensive, and we are almost there. So we have reached the end of the trek. We are starting, and it was around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, exactly 2 p.m. I guess, and it's still cloudy.